Hello everybody, welcome back to another Expeditions Guide. Today we're going to be taking a look at the On Shaky Ground Expedition in Coconino. For this expedition I'm going to be using the Force because we need a seismic vibrator and two portable rigs, and the Force is the only truck that can do both. So, we're going to start from the southeastern outpost. You also need to have a mechanic with you to deploy on this expedition, and I brought some extra fuel with me as well. So, when we leave we're going to leave the back side of the base here, the outpost, and we're going to make our way up through these trees. That's going to get us up over here. Once we make it up here, we're going to go around this turn and get around these trees here. Once we make it past these trees, we're going to go ahead and make our way down the rocks here. Very carefully, this is a very tippy area, especially with a big truck like this. So we're going to very carefully make our way down these rocks. Once we've made it to the bottom, we're going to make our way to the right and go up this little path here. Once we made it up this pass, we're going to go ahead and go across this flat area over to a path on the other side. Once we made it to this path, we're going to continue down it and make our way around and over these dead tree branches. Once we made it over here, we're going to go around the right side of this tree, being very careful. We want to make sure we stay up on this rock ridge here. So we very carefully maneuver that narrow spot, and then we're going to go ahead and continue along our path. There you go, over this dead tree branch here. And follow this path down in between these rock formations. And we're just going to continue to follow the path here. Once we made it down here, we're going to go ahead and climb up the rocks here. And from here, we're going to go ahead and make our way through this canyon. This little mud pit here we got to go through. Now, going through this canyon, there is a avalanche rock clear to clear out. That is 75 parts, so make sure you have 75 parts to clear this rock avalanche. That is right here. I have already cleared it out already. And it is a tight squeeze, but it is plenty wide enough for the Tatra to get through. Once we made it through, we're going to go ahead and climb up this hill here. And from here, we're going to go ahead and follow this ridge across, climbing over these rocks. Here's another super narrow part here. Be very careful with your truck placement as we roll ourselves across here. I did say roll, didn't I? Anyway, we're going to continue on our way. So from here, we're going to go ahead and make our way across. And up the path here. And we're going to go ahead and make our way to the first installation point. Yeah, I've gone over those rocks a dozen times, and that's the first time that's happened to me. Oh, that's funny. Alright, so we're going to continue on over to the seismic point, which is right over here. So we're going to go ahead and start seismic vibration. Vibrations are within normal range. We suggest installing a drill at this point. So we're going to drive over here to this waypoint and install the first drill. We'll get some mineral data soon, but for now let's move on to the next site. So we're going to move on to the next site. Before we depart though, I'm going to go ahead and top the fuel off. And we're going to go ahead and head back towards the way we came from. And then we're going to branch off and head in a different direction. Once we made it over here, we're going to go ahead and make our way down into the little valley here. And we're going to go ahead and follow this ridge to the left here. Make our way around the giant rock. And then we're going to follow this path down into this little gorge here. Navigating away and around from the tree. And then over this crack in the ground here. Now this part we got to be very careful. So what we're going to do is we're going to head down and immediately to the right on this first layer of the ridge. Once we make it up here, we're going to go ahead and follow this ridge. And from here, we're going to go ahead and make our way down. Little ghost guy over there, riding a horse. And we're going to go ahead and head into the water here. And we're going to drive through and come on out the other side here. And here we're going to follow the path through this little town here. See you later, Mr. Horseman. Make our way around this tree. And we're going to make our way up here, watching out for this crack in the ground on the left here. Make our way around this rock. Once we made it over here, we're going to go around this rock here, right in between this and the canyon wall. And we're going to go ahead and make our way down over here. Go around this little rock here. And from here we're going to climb down into the water. Here we're going to make our way up this little ridge here. It is kind of a steep climb, but if you need to put an anchor down or use the tree, you're more than welcome to. And we're going to go ahead and climb right up onto this outer ridge here. And we're going to follow this right up, right next to this dead tree here. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and do seismic vibration. And once that's done, this is the perfect for us time to install the rig. You go ahead and install the rig. And there you have it. On Shaky Ground is complete. This unlocks the off-road gearbox for the Step 310. So, hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.